Just a quick reminder that on August 26th, we're going to be having our first cast party. It's going to be a fun get-together for all of our cast members on the actual play. We'll get together, we'll talk about the campaign, playing the characters, fun behind-the-scenes stuff maybe, and whatever we feel like chit-chatting about. By then, listeners will have been able to hear the first run completed and caught up, where they are tracking down Poncho, the key witness. It'll be done in its entirety by then, and we'll be able to discuss how that went for the players, so that'll be great. Anyway, check it out. It'll be on the podcast feed, but you can also attend live a stream of the episode on Monday, September 26th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be live on the YouTube channel. So go on to YouTube and subscribe to Complex Action Actual Play to get notified. That's Complex Action Actual Play on YouTube. Keep an eye on Twitter also. I'll post when we go live, and I'll take questions from people there and comments and everything. All sorts of stuff like that. So definitely come and join us, and we're really excited about it. So check it out. It'll be fun. In the meantime, enjoy today's episode. You're listening to the Complex Action Actual Play podcast. The commlink has been recovered. They found the guy their Johnson is looking for. Nothing left to do but bust in and extract. Hopefully, nobody tries to choke out their Johnson before they get paid. Oh, wait. Now please enjoy episode 6, Devil's Advocate. All right, so we doing like a time wipe here?
I think so.
Okay, so it's nighttime now, and
So what time is after dark that we want to pull a runoff?
It gets dark around, let's say around 7:30 or 8 is when it starts to really get dark.
So is 9 p.m. too early?
9 or 10 would be good.
I like the sound of 10. Guarantees the sun's down.
All right, give me another minute or so to do some more preparation stuff.
No, when we get there, we're going to guarantee that these cameras are still off and no one fixed anything.
Yeah.
Scared of a few gangers seeing your face, man? Be alright.
Won't be in my face. I'll be in my car. It'll be in your face.
That's alright, I got a mask for that, I think. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. Shit.
I'll have drones on Overwatch. Again, you can consider me the cavalry.
I guess pillar.
Once you open one of those doors, I'll have those fly spies inside.
Oh, Rick, give me $150.
What?
I just need 150. You got any money?
Yeah, I
Alright.
send you 150.
Pillar goes and buys herself a ballistic mask.
Yeah, you can find one on the horseshoe, no problem.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything really to... Well, I know I don't have the Nuyen to do anything until...
No, I'll head home and get me a ballistic mask, put on my steel-toe boots, that's about it.
All right, well, when you guys get there, around 10 p.m., a little bit before maybe, if you're in view of the area, how close are you guys getting?
Given as we...
the bus stop.
Alright, I'm going to hand out a few things to people. I've got 3 small potions, so little 1-ounce vials in various different bottles, most of them plastic, repurposed from different products. These are for armor. If the liquid comes in contact with you, the spell will be released. You don't have to drink it if you don't want to, but it's traditional. And then he's going to hand Pillar a little small locket. Just wear this on your person and I can help you later.
Alright, sounds good, kid.
I want to be within eyesight, like actual eyesight of the building.
And Leroy, you have melee weapons, right?
He has a pretty big boot knife.
Okay. I'm going to give you a small, it's kind of like a bracelet thing that clicks into place.
How manly does this bracelet look?
It's kind of a steampunk, fairly manly looking junk bracelet thing.
He's gonna look at it like with a big eyebrow of, what is this?
It might come in handy later. If you don't like wearing it, you can put it in your pocket. It works just as well.
What does it do?
Hopefully if I made it potent enough, it should increase your strength at the right time.
He'll give it one of those, like, not bad.
So armor potions are going out to, I'm going to say, definitely Pillar, Leroy, and probably Haley. They'll last for a few minutes, so drink them before you think we're going to get into trouble. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop a psyche pill.
Alrighty.
What do you think the plan of action is going to be, Leroy? Which way are you taking in?
Did we get a full look around on this building?
Yeah. Two doors in the front of the building, one in the back, right, Bobby?
Yeah, one door in the back.
Summoning 4/6 Fire Spirit.
And then the cellar door.
Capped out at 6 hits to summon the spirit.
Alright, you got 4 net hits, so that's 4 drain you're rolling.
Took 1 drain, but I've got 5 services.
As we get closer, I'm going to sustain static veil, and I have a focus concentration level 3, so it'll be a rating or a level 3 static veil. Basically just hides me from God, so time doesn't do anything if I should do anything matrixy.
Yeah,
Cool.
Elric's going to be hanging out nearby physically as well.
And I'm going to have one fly spy up in the air and the other one perched on Elric's shoulder. Hope you don't mind.
Just gonna take some cram. A little bit.
And Elric in particular is going to want to hang out near his sister whenever possible.
Pillar wants to take the cram when Elric's not paying attention.
Elric seems to be very alert, paying attention to every detail as the psyche kicks in.
Alright, so you guys, as you approach the building, you'll notice that guy you talked to, or that Leroy talked to, he comes out of the building and is talking to a big group of people, and they all load up into a truck, and he's like saying, it's not important what he says, but it's very obvious he's talking them up and like, hey, we got to go do this thing and whatever, and they jump into the car, and there's a group of them. They jump into a vehicle and they drive off like he promised.
That's good.
All right, I send a text out to comms. Now would be a good time for those of you with armor potions to drink them.
I do so.
Leroy. Pillar will pull up, take it out like a shot for payday, and Leroy like, salute.
Thanks.
All right, roll. Anybody who's drinking or otherwise using their armor potion, roll 9 dice. Every hit gives you a point of armor for the next few minutes.
Ooh.
Up to a max of 5.
Max of 2.
I got 4.
And I will slip the my ballistic mask on and activate my rigor cocoon.
I'm going to trigger the increased strength that's on Leroy. Leroy, what is your strength attribute?
4.
Yes, it works. Good. So roll 10 dice, and you can get up to 4 extra strength.
I'm pretty sure that one has an essence tag on it.
Oh, yeah. How many? What's your essence?
0.51.
So minus 6 dice. So roll 4 dice and see if it takes a hold on you.
Unfortunately not.
Well, damn.
It's alright.
It's alright, Elric. Not everyone has a soul.
He has plenty of soul.
I'm going to trigger the increased reflexes on myself. Not bad. And I'm going to trigger the increased agility and intuition on my sister.
Oh, damn.
So, Pillar, you get plus 3 agility. And
I
plus
do
2
have a
intuition.
negative 1 for essence.
Oh, nuts. Let me reroll that. So, plus 3 agility and plus 3 intuition
That worked out. Thank you, sir.
for the next few minutes.
Let's get on this.
All right, well, as you guys approach the building now, however you approach it, you're going to notice that, it's a little bit quieter, but there's inside, there are some low, black lights on inside, and on the outside, there are lights on the outside of the building, like, porch light type stuff on, but they're red light bulbs that are put in there.
I hate this place.
So, and there's a floodlight up on the corner of the, underneath where the roof hangs over the top, that aims at the cellar door. But it's also a red light.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would do a matrix perception, especially for hidden things. I think I had a 5.
There's definitely hidden things. It looks basically the same. There's just less. There are less icons around, less commlinks and everything, and there's some hidden things.
Well, if I'm specifically looking for hidden things, it's a logic plus sleaze for you to see if I can see them. If they're within 100 meters of me, at least.
And how many hits did you get?
5.
Yeah, you can see the same network is set up. It looks like they've replaced the comlink.
Okay. I will ask Tink to go mess with the comlink again. 4.
All right. She similar result. It looks like the thing fizzles out and burns out again. The whole thing, the network is down. All the cameras are not connected to a comlink anymore.
And then I am going to static veil the big light. I'm sorry, resonant spike the big fog light.
The floodlight, yeah.
Yep. 3.
All right, so you got 2 net hits.
So it's 2 boxes of matrix damage to the fog light with no chance to resist.
Okay. It flickers, but it's still on.
I will do it again. 6.
6 net hits.
So that's 6 boxes. Does it go out?
It goes out. It's out.
Perfect.
So it with that second one, so you guys, Haley is, as you guys are approaching, she's taking a look at the light and I guess asking, why don't you describe Haley? How does I find this interesting? How does Haley, do this? What is she doing?
She is looking for the little spark inside the light, and she's trying to squish it with her mind. So just kind of snuffing it out, like, putting your fingers around a candle.
Well, she
Like
does
the
it she does it to great effect, and a couple of sparks fly, and the light's out now.
Okay, camera's gone.
Well, there goes their ambiance.
Oh, did you want the light? I didn't think we needed the light.
No, it was a good move. Good work.
You got rid of the light or the camera?
Well,
Ulrich
both.
steps out from the alley and starts walking toward the building.
I mean, we didn't really want either one, right? Right?
How late is this after we were here earlier?
It's been like 8 hours.
Okay, so he's no longer hungover.
Cool. Let's go on in. Let's do that boots on the ground thing.
Well, you guys
Yep.
see Elric. He just,
Yeah.
he's sauntering over. No problem.
Headed after him.
Well, I've got an agility of 2, so I'm figuring plenty of people can catch up to me and pass me by. I better start getting on that direction, or else I'll just be left in the dust.
It's less your agility too, more your short legs.
He's not the dwarf. He's just short.
Yeah,
How much you drink last night?
that was more Rob making a joke about everything, involving shortness. Yeah, no, let's boots on the ground and then boots through the door.
By all means, man, smash it.
He's supposed to be in the cellar.
All right. Everybody's going to need to roll a stealth test.
Oh. Are we sneaking?
I would actually rather not, because if I default, I roll 1 die and there's a 1 in 6 chance of critical glitch. Oh, never mind. What's the fun in not occasionally critically glitching?
Yeah, I'm gonna default 8, but they do get a +1 to hear us. I think Leroy's also wearing those boots.
Yep.
Okay, I rolled a 3 on my 1 die, so no successes, but no spectacular failure either.
Your sister's doing about as well.
I like to think that Leroy's only 3 hits of sneaking is because he keeps looking back and is like, shh, shh, shh.
My senses are just sort of vibrating as I'm taking in every little detail of sound and smell and sight.
I got a 2. I'm pretty sure I tripped over that big stick.
I know it can be addictive, so I try to keep my psyche down to, when doing something particularly important, but figured this qualifies.
I got my taser out and ready.
Yeah, Elric, noticing that his sister's armed, sort of reaches into his jacket and pulls out the wand with the red crystal or gem-like thing at the end. Some of you have seen him use it to rather violent result against a lock on a door.
Dangerous lock.
So how badly did we get busted walking up to this place?
So when you're walking, as you're walking up, when you get to where are you headed first? Which entrance? What are you doing?
there
You're
a
going
cellar
up to you
door?
guys.
Yeah, you heading. I assumed you were heading to the cellar door because you took that light out.
Yeah, that's an option.
All right.
Do that.
So when you get up there, you hear somebody. You hear that one of the front doors open, and it's not in. Anybody coming out of that door will have to come around the building. But you hear one of the front doors open, and they say, you hear somebody say, "Yeah, the light's out."
Can I get my fly spy to get eyes on that?
Sure.
The one that I have in the air anyway.
Yeah, your fly spy can see that at the front door, somebody's just sticking their head out and kind of around the corner and talking on a commlink, saying, "Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what you think? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see anybody. The light's just out. I don't know."
I'm going to order my conjured fire spirit to defend our party from harm.
And Eon will show the group that feed.
I'll also put counterspelling on myself and every other party member that's within my sight up to a maximum of 6, I think.
It's your magic.
No, 5. Oh, 6 then, yep, 6.
So he says, "Replace. It's 2 stories up. No, I don't have a ladder." Ugh. He says, "Okay, fine. It's just the light went out. I think you're overreacting." And he closes the door and puts his hand in his hoodie and kind of like just huffs and starts walking over in your guys' direction.
Is
As
he by
you see.
himself?
Yeah, he's by himself.
All right, I want to find a spot. I'm just gonna have to choke this guy out, I think.
Well, I was
Make it
gonna shoot you
quick.
with a taser if you didn't, so go for it.
Just make sure you do it quietly. I text over comms.
I get a consistent 3 hits again to sneak and find a hiding spot behind like a trash can or something, so that I can, as he comes by, get him in the grip.
Yeah, sure. There's a couple of boxes, crates or something around near that you can get behind. So if you're going to try to ambush him, roll a surprise test. That's what's that? Perception plus intuition. That's involved, right? That's how that works.
Reaction plus intuition.
Reaction. That's what I meant.
I have achieved 4 hits.
And if you're positioned to ambush, that gives you bonus dice, doesn't it?
I think so. I forget how many, though.
It is, but it's only a threshold 4 or 3 for the surprise check.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you already
Okay.
got 4 hits.
I only got 2.
Oh, am I supposed to roll 2?
Well, anybody who's trying to jump this guy, or who wants to be able to participate anyway.
I guess this Leroy.
Oh yeah.
I am not going to be able to act on the first pass.
Yeah. So everybody, go ahead and roll initiative real quick. You're obviously not surprised, Leroy.
I got a savage 12.
Me too. I have
Man.
4 edge.
19.
Man, that's bad for me.
18 for me. But again, I don't get to act on the first pass because I'm surprised.
Payday's just taking it easy on this one.
I guess I should roll for my spirit, though.
So, when you're surprised, you don't get to act on the first pass. I know that, but remind me, do you still on the next pass get your initiative reduced by 10?
Yes.
Okay. So effectively, if you got less than a 10 or less, then you're not going to be able to, and you did not win surprise, then you're not going to be able to act at all this round, right? Or this.
That's correct.
Okay.
Basically, totally screwed.
And you don't
Alright.
get defense tests.
Right. Oh, yeah. I remember that part. All right. So this guy is surprised. You can do with him as you wish.
It'll be into a clinch, like one arm up in the air, choke hold, and then I guess if Pillar's gonna tase him, I'll just kind of hold him to be tased.
Yeah, it's a good thing the guy probably won't be able to mount an attack against you, because then my spirit won't get involved.
All right. Well, he doesn't get to defend against the clinch, so you got him.
Yep, only 4 hits though.
All right. Well, did anybody else get win surprise?
I did, and I have 19. So if Leroy's got him, I'm gonna tase him.
All right. Tase him.
There you
Tase
go.
him, bro.
12s minus 5.
You already rolled it. That's what the
I
modified.
did.
Well, you so he's walking around the corner. He's just got his hands in his pockets, and he's obviously, from what he was talking about, he's kind of annoyed that he had to walk out here to go check on things. And he walks past this box. Leroy swoops in, grabs him, lifts him off the ground, and Pillar comes in quickly right behind him and jabs him with a taser, and he just falls limp. Doesn't even have time to cry out.
Perfect.
Elbert comes walking up.
Is there a conveniently placed dumpster I can stuff this man in?
No. But there's a pile of crates you just hid behind, I guess.
Sure. I will stuff him in there.
All right. It is quiet again outside.
Hold on, I say. Pat him down. Make sure he doesn't have any weapons.
You can't see it in the dark, but Leroy rolls his eyes. Does he have anything on him as I give him the pat?
Yeah. In fact, when he fell limp, his hand fell out of the pocket of his hoodie, and it didn't fall to the ground, but what do you call it? I think it's a heavy pistol, Browning Ultra Power. It is like kind of halfway out of his pocket.
Oh, that's a decent gun. Yeah, I'll just check the ammo in it real quick to see what kind of bullets they're rocking.
Just normal bullets.
All right, just making sure, and then I'll just leave his gun with him. Frag it,
Yeah, I don't need it. Keep going.
We're not here to deal with this gang. We're only here to get this guy. So,
All right. Well, it's still dark outside the building.
So from what our new best friend had told us previously, there's only gonna be like 2 guys inside. So I feel like under this situation, we could just knock on the front door, or if this guy has like keys or something on, we just go in the front door now and choke out the other dude and be done with it.
no, he said there could be 5 or 6.
Oh, there's a cellar door we want to go through. It's right over there.
Does this guy have keys on him, or is it not a key lock or something along those lines?
It's a key lock. It's a padlock. He does not have keys on him.
I've got a key right here, I say as I sort of make a flicking motion with my wand.
Gonna shoot you a look like, Payday, you have tools in your car?
Yeah, I got tools in my car.
You got 2 wrenches?
I'm on my way.
All right. Do you have any lockpick tools, or are you going to try to force the lock?
Have you ever seen that video of the breaking a lock with 2 wrenches?
No.
So apparently you can just like put 2 wrenches under the lock and then just leverage them together, and it breaks all kinds of locks.
I will get myself over there.
I'm going to shift my attention to astral space to see if there are any wards or spirits or anything else astrally active in the area besides us and the spells on us.
Go ahead and roll in a sensing test, I guess. It doesn't appear to be anything, but if you want to be sure.
That's 2 hits on a sensing, so I probably don't notice anything particularly subtle.
No, you can't. You don't notice anything. Let's just put it that way.
But yeah, no, that's his intention.
Get out there, jam the lock. Is
Hold on a
there
second.
even a skill these days for lock picking? I forget.
Yes.
I mean, I'm intending.
If you're trying to pick it, though.
I'm intending to
Not.
use body plus strength to attempt to just break it.
Right. So go ahead and roll that.
I got 3 hits.
Oh, I lost my dice roller. Give me a second.
That means I win.
DM lost his dice.
Yeah, it's like when you find a something without a price tag on it at the store, and you're like, "Oh, I guess that's free then."
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. This was a very flimsy lock. Yeah. The lock critically glitched. You pop it open.
Yep.
Piece of crap.
He'll stick your wrenches in his back pocket for the moment, and
I want those back.
yeah.
It was
Back
it made a
in the car.
loud noise, though, just so you know. Just
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we'll lift the door up and
roll initiative. That's what you'll
Alright.
do next.
Ooh, I did good that time. Oh, I'm not the GM on this table. I can't open up the initiative tracker.
I could do that for you.
1 second, I gotta set things up here.
Just out of curiosity, for my own note, how many of you guys had ballistic masks, or any kind of like gas mask thing or anything like that?
I got a mask on.
No one else rocking masks at all?
I would probably
Nope.
have like a bandana on or something lame like that.
Gotcha.
All right, so who's got the highest initiative? I'm not in your initiative tracker.
I have a 19.
All right. You when you open the door, there's a guy standing there who looked like he was coming up the stairs to investigate a loud noise, and he has his hand in his pocket, and he looks and sees you and goes wide-eyed.
I got 7 hits to put him in a chokehold.
Is that another like clinch maneuver?
Yeah, I mean it worked so well the last time. I don't see any real reason to to change anything.
Do it works.
Right? And assuming that works, I'll use my second simple action to tell him, don't scream.
And how many hits did you get?
7. I get to keep
Ooh.
6 of those.
All right, well, you got 4 net hits.
All right, that sucks for him.
All right, so who's next after 19?
Probably Elric.
Does anybody go before 12?
I have an 18, but Elric had an 18.
Yeah, I'm at 18. I'm just going to go ahead and cast a magic finger spell, just in case it might come in handy later. I'll do Force 5. Okay, no drain. I get a Strength 4, Agility 4, Magic Fingers.
Alrighty. So, Pillar, you're up.
Is there anyone else, or it was just this guy that he's got clinched?
Well, what you can see, it's kind of dark, but there's a stairwell down. I mean, it's really dark now without the light even, but you can see at the bottom of the stairwell, just past this guy who's being grabbed at near the top of the stairs, there's a dim light down that looks like there's an open room down there that you can't really see anything in there. But this is the only guy that you see.
All right. He's still conscious. Does he look like he's about to scream?
I mean, he's very surprised.
Okay. We'll just do what we did last time then.
You're tasing him.
Taser.
All right.
A -5.
Now, while he's clinched, how does that affect his defense?
-2.
All right.
Be 10s -5. Does that stack with him being in melee, so he gets a -3 from that?
I guess.
That seems like it would be weird to me that it would, because, well, that's an interesting question.
I'll save that for later.
Yeah, I'm going to say no for now. But make a note of it. That's your job anyway. Make a note of it. Look it up. So, rolling. How many hits did you get?
I got 4.
I don't know.
On the tase.
I got 4.
All right, you got 2 net hits on that. You said the base was 10s?
No, if it's 2, then it is 8s -5.
All right. All right, he's tased. But he's still up. Who's after 18? 17, 16? Anybody before 12?
I don't think so.
All right, well then, what about 11?
I have 12.
Oh, you have 12? Okay. Well then, Haley, it is Haley's turn.
Haley is going to narco-jet the dude that is being held so conveniently for her.
That guy's having a bad day.
Right?
There's no way this is going to go wrong.
2.
All right. You got 2 net hits.
Is it the actual dart gun?
It is the active
Yeah.
dart gun with narco-jets, which are immediate action.
He is out.
Is he wearing armor?
Yes.
Okay, you need 3 net hits with a dart gun.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Then I
Otherwise,
didn't
it
hit him.
sticks in the armor.
Oh, okay. Well then, the dart hits him, but he's still awake.
Even with immediate speed toxins, that actually takes effect at the end of the combat turn.
I was putting that on the rules list.
Oh, thank you. All right, so what's the test that he has to make to try to break the clinch? Is it a strength?
I'm pretty sure it's a
Clinch is just so many paragraphs. I just didn't feel like reading it.
There's so many things.
An escape action. You can try to use an escape action. Unarmed plus strength. Threshold equal to the net hits. How many net hits did you get?
I believe it was 4.
Sounds right.
That's what I remember.
All right. Well, he struggles, and you're able to hold him, but he's just struggling to get out. But he yells out. He says, "Help!"
Right in my ear.
Wasn't a very manly yell, I imagine.
No, not after being tased.
Oh, Drek.
All right. Is anybody going 11?
I am not.
All right. Well, at the bottom of the stairs, somebody peeks up, and then says, "Oh, Drek!" and then pulls out a gun and fires up the hallway. No, he doesn't fire actually, because he sees this guy. He pulls out a gun and points it and yells, "Oh, Drek!" but he's pointing the gun. Who's next after 11?
Only one who has a gun yet is Payday.
Payday?
I'm actually getting back inside my car at this point.
All right.
Because I plan on jacking into the fly spy once I'm safely in my car.
Yeah, you can get into the car, open the door in and everything with the complex.
Perfect.
All settled and ready to do what you need to do on the next turn. You hear somebody down inside the room yell, What the frag's going on?" And then everybody, next pass.
Next pass or next turn?
Stupid terminology. Next turn.
So I believe that is me at 19. So,
Second
Well,
pass, isn't it?
Wait. No,
Yeah,
you
second pass,
made
so.
me confused. It's next pass.
Oh, I'm sorry. So after 11, but not back around to the top.
Yeah, so you get to go again because you were at 19 the first time, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're at 9 now.
Okay.
You're holding a squirmy guy, and there's another guy at the bottom of the stairs pointing a gun up at the both of you.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate if I want to throw this dude into that dude. How far away are we?
It's like a meter or two down the stairs.
I will hold my action and see what Pillar does.
All right, Pillar.
Is there enough room for me to charge the guy down the stairs to get around Leroy essentially?
You'd probably have to work your way around him. I'd make that cost like a simple action to do, probably.
Okay. I'm just gonna tase the dude with the gun then.
You're gonna go past him and then that's right,
he's
it's a
gonna
ranged
tase
weapon.
him.
You're gonna poke your head around and tase him.
That's
I like
a
all this
4 on
tasing.
that. I love me some tasers. At 4, it's
2 net.
that will be 8s minus 5.
Do you have the kind of taser that shoots the dart that just is free of the gun and it hits and then it ejects the electrical charge, or do you have the ones that have the wired leads that are attached to the gun?
No, this one's just a dart. It's a taser dart. Flies out of the gun, shoots the guy.
All right, well he's hit. He's and that reduces their initiative, right? By what, 5?
By 5. Yeah. And they take a -1 to all actions.
All right. Who is next after Pillar? Elric?
All right, so how many people do I see now that are presenting themselves as targets? There's the guy being choked out, right?
Yep. And there's a guy at the bottom of the stairs who just got tased.
All right, does he still look like he's up and being a threat?
I mean, he's still up, but he's quite shaken.
And that's it? I didn't hear anybody else?
You heard somebody down the stairs yell, "What the frag is going on?" Now, whether or not that is the person who's hard to see that is standing at the bottom of the stairs with a gun, or whether it's a third person, it's hard to say.
I'm
It's
going to
dark.
move over to where, closer to where my sister is, and I'm going to hold my action. I'm going to be planning on casting a flamethrower spell at anybody who pops up with a gun.
All right, well, what's going to happen is you're going to do that, and you hear, "Oh, frag!" And then somebody runs in and goes to push the guy at the bottom of the stairs who just got tased and point a gun up the stairs and is going to fire. Do you want to...
Yeah, now he's getting a flamethrower spell at him.
Okay.
Poor guy.
I'll make this a force 10.
Oh.
Holy moly.
He gets a regular defense test.
Yep. How many hits did you get?
After edging, I have 7 hits.
Well, you got 6 net.
Okay, so he's looking at 16p AP minus 10.
I'm just gonna.
Oops.
Let's see. Let's see if he. AP minus 10, you said?
Yeah, force 10.
It's not worth it. He is a smoking ruin now.
Pillar's gonna use the free action she didn't use and just look at Elric like, I thought you said non-lethal.
Well, I just took 2 physical damage from the drain. So at that point, he sort of looks over at her, turns a bit greenish in color, leans over and vomits blood down the stairs.
The dragonfly on his shoulder flies off him at that point.
All right, you guys can roll initiative again.
Can I use my held action?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will basically whisper into the guy's ear of stop or you're next.
All right, so unless you guys want to continue, the guy that he is being held is going to stop struggling, and the guy who just got pushed out of the way of a flamethrower who made the other guy turn into a pile of ash is going to cower in the corner.
Gonna carefully come down the stairs, dragging Squirmy Man with me.
On my initiative, I was planned on jumping into my fly spy and trying to fly through this place and get some eyes on our target.
Yeah, so as you guys are going down the stairs slowly, Leroy's holding the guy. He's, sweating and breathing very heavily and trying really hard not to make any noises, even though he wants to whimper. The other guy that has managed to crawl into the corner and is like kind of muttering to himself, like, oh God, please, oh God. And but as you guys are making your way down the stairs, you see a fly spy fly past you, and Payday, through the fly spy, you can see what I just described, but also in sort of the middle of the room, tied to a chair, is a guy in a leather jacket.
I believe our target is located.
He's bound and gagged to that chair.
Elric sort of stands up and wipes his mouth as if he's done, and then glances over at the pile of ash, that the person that he hit with the flamethrower spell, and then proceeds to vomit some more.
Oh,
Or
come on.
wretch,
I'm
at
sure he
least.
was a really bad man.
Hey, Leroy.
Mhm.
Give me an agility test.
Just agility.
Yeah.
3 hits.
All right. You manage not to slip on the bloody vomit.
I imagine my foot does that kind of like whoop thing, and then I just look back and I'm like, I'm gonna take my squirming guy. Don't do anything stupid, and I'm gonna
He
let him
nods.
go.
He rushes off into the corner by the other guy.
I guess we just grab Poncho.
The guy in the chair is wide-eyed and looking around and looks very nervous.
Someone pick that frag face up and put him in the back seat.
I'll go get him. Leroy will walk over toward the bound dude. What was Poncho's ethnicity?
Poncho is Caucasian.
Okay.
Human.
All right. I will just go pull the gag out of his mouth. Like, Poncho, is that you, buddy?
He says, yeah, man. Poncho here. What the frag is going on?
We've been looking for you. We're friends.
Oh God.
Come with me if you want to live.
Don't listen to that guy.
Who are you? You're not gonna set me on fire, are you? Oh Jesus!
Pillar looks over at her brother. No.
No, we're not going to set anybody else on fire. Am I right? And I just kind of give him a look.
Ah, come on, get off him. He got real worked up.
All right, Poncho. I'm gonna tie you from this chair. You stay with me, buddy. All right?
I don't take kindly to people pointing guns at my sister.
Clearly. Remind me
just-
not to point any guns at your sister.
Did he say that, or did he say that over DNI?
Elric actually said that physically. Yes.
Leroy face palms.
Anyway, Pillar will cut like the bounds on his feet or whatever can just get him off the chair. But she'll leave his hands bound if that's an option.
All right. He asks again, "Who are you?" As you guys are leaving, who are you guys?
Oh, Poncho, be quiet, or I'm gonna put the gag back on your mouth.
All right, he goes with you guys out the building. Everybody give me another quick stealth.
So not sneaking. 1.
Wow.
3.
0 hits, but I didn't roll a 1.
I got 1 hit, and we're both both of us that got 1 hit are wearing giant stompy plastisteel boots.
Yeah, Elric is sort of staggering around a bit, walking a bit shaky. I have the low pain tolerance quality, so with 2 points of physical drain, I'm at -1 to everything, and I'm really feeling it.
All right, you guys managed to make it back to the vehicle. You're all? I know you're not all going to fit in there, but you're all heading back to Payday's car.
Yeah, we'll put stuff in Payday's car. You got a smuggling compartment in there?
What's that?
You got a smuggling compartment? We can stuff the guy in.
Nah, just put him in the back seat. He can't do any damage back there.
Alright.
If he
we'll do.
does, there's gonna be problems. Mind the
We'll do.
leather.
Leather seats? Why did you take out the back seats? We could be riding in style.
Look, the drones need a place.
I need a place, bro. Nicer than my freaking apartment. Anyway, so she'll stuff him in there, and then when she's they're over at DNI, well, I guess we're just walking off because I don't have a car.
I'll walk, an extra block or so down and then get on my bike.
Yeah, Elric will actually splurge up for a cab.
All right.
Through the speakers of the GMC Phoenix, because I'm in my cocoon again. I'll be your driver tonight, Poncho.
Look, I don't know. What is going on?
Well, seeing as you can't get out of the car now, don't even try.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I don't feel like being tonight's barbecue. But who are you people? Are you transferring me to the next holding cell, or am I being rescued? I don't know what's going on.
Maybe. It depends how much your friends like you.
My friends, you talking about my pals, the dragons?
Something like that. You just be quiet. Be a good boy back there. Like I said, don't wreck my seats.
Look, I'll do whatever I got to do. It's nice not being on that cellar no more, but I just wish I knew what was going on. I don't know how I feel about that guy. He didn't even catch on fire. He was just gone.
Yeah, hell of a display, wasn't it? Didn't expect that.
Sure didn't.
Anyway, you're safe at least for now.
All right, well, you guys were in and out pretty quick. It's like barely 10:30 by the time you are all in vehicles going wherever you guys are going. Where are you going?
Well, I cut the speakers out at that point, so we're gonna make this drop off quick. I mean, we didn't. They didn't give us the exact time frame to drop them off.
Hold
I said we
now.
do it now.
Didn't the J just want that commlink back? Because Alpine offered us 500 for this dude.
He said destroy the evidence and drop this guy off.
Where did he want him dropped off at?
They wanted him. Justice Shields wanted him. We don't get paid to ask any more questions than that. As far as the comlink goes, I'd destroy it. That's the job.
Alright, you destroy it.
You want to meet me at Justice Shields' place, or do you want me to just make the drop off?
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out how we can get paid for both guys, but first to the Johnson, so take him where you want and I'll call Justice.
Let's do it.
Pillar will dial up Mr. Justice Shields.
All right. Justice Shields answers and says, Justice Shields law firm. You got law that needs being done. I'll do it.
Good evening there, Mr. Shields. Sorry it's a little late hour. We found your boy Poncho, though, and the comlink he had on him.
Whoa. Hold on. He looks, you hear like some rustling around and he says, sorry, I'm new at this. I had to go in the other room. What?
Oh, we found your boy Poncho you paid for.
Oh, that's perfect. You got him right now?
Yeah. What do you want us to do with him?
All right. Hold on. Let me make a phone call here. I'll call you back in just a couple minutes. I'll tell you where I want you to meet me. All right?
All right, we can do that.
All right. So he hangs up with you. And a couple minutes later, he'll give you a call and he'll say, you can just bring him over to my office. I'll meet you there in about 20 minutes.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right.
She'll pass that along to Payday, so he knows where to take him.
You got it.
Did I get Alpine's number, or did we just knew he was in that part?
You just know his name.
Well, since I don't have a way to get a hold of Alpine, I'm just gonna go to Shield's office, I suppose.
All right. Anybody else going? I mean, other than Payday. Payday's got him.
I'm going.
Oh, come along.
I got nowhere else to be.
All right. Well, after about 20 minutes from the time the phone call was made, you guys get there before he does, but Justice Shields pulls up, and he gets out of his car, and there is someone else in the vehicle with him, but he's the only one who gets out, and he walks up to Pillar.
She'll greet him.
He says, "Hey, how's it going? Where's the here, why don't we pull around back?"
All right, come on.
Payday will slowly pull around back.
He has you pull around back, and he says, "You got him in here, I take it." And he gestures to the vehicle.
Do you may open the door and show you?
That would be good.
The door opens on its own.
And he sees he looks in and he says, he nods and he waves behind him, and then from like, you guys were in the back of the building now, and there's an alley between his office and the building over, and so out from the alley comes this guy who's in a long cloak, like kind of an overcoat kind of cloak. It's how do you put it? It's like half cloak, half overcoat. You know, it's just very ominous looking. And he walks up, and he says, Pancho. And then Pancho gets out and he says, "Oh man, Icefyre, am I glad to see you." And you guys recognize him. He pulls the hood off the cloaked guy, and you recognize him as the guy from the video that was taken on the commlink.
Yeah, something tells me that he's not really going to be too happy to see him.
Look like friends.
Friends don't videotape friends committing crimes.
You haven't been in prison.
No, I haven't.
Justice Shield says, "Good. All right. We need Pancho. You went missing. What?" And he turns to Pillar and says, "Where'd you find him?"
A couple of kids in West Columbia had him.
And then Icefyre looks over and he says, "Couple of kids."
That's information they haven't paid for.
I know. A couple of kids. Picked him up from his bathing.
Are we talking street gangers? I'd like to know who took possession of my friend here. And he kind of puts his hand forcefully on Pancho's shoulder. Almost like, and he like Pancho's one shoulder that he grabs kind of like goes down a little bit, like with the force.
Well, Mr. Fire, you look like a quality gentleman. You know such things aren't free. We were just paid to find him.
He smiles and he says, "Business people."
Business, friendships, whatever, you know. Everyone needs connections. It's a rough business out here, right?
Anybody who all is out, standing out and about?
I would be, because I'm expecting this guy to run.
I'm not.
Elric is.
Haley is.
Basically, everybody who's out there needs to roll willpower plus intuition for me.
This dude trying to magic me?
Yup.
3.
I'll edge this.
I got 5. After spending my 1 point edge.
6 hits here.
Yeah.
And what I was about to say is that I'm going to be using my magic fingers to, if he has any obvious weapons on him, like a pistol and a sidearm holster or something, I want to grab the grip of that and hold it in place.
Explain that to me again.
So does this guy, Icefyre, have any obvious weapons on him? Like holstered or sheathed?
Not that you can tell. I mean, you can roll perception if you want to see if you can notice any.
That's just 2 hits on perception.
You can't. You don't see any. No.
Okay, never mind then.
It's a crafty use of that.
So anybody who got less than 6 hits on their willpower plus intuition is going to hear him say, well, everybody's going to hear him say this, but he's going to say, it would benefit me and my organization, it would benefit me and my people greatly if I would be able to understand where Poncho was so that I could prevent this from happening in the future. And anybody who got less than 6 hits is going to feel compelled to provide the information that he wants.
That's not a good thing.
Haley starts talking. Well, you see these guys with these hoodies, and they have red eyes on their hoodies, and like they were holding him, but don't worry, we got him, and it's okay. But they're kind of near the orphanage, and that can't be happening, and but the troll is taking care of that, and so we just need to make sure that everything's all right. But the floodlights went out, and we got him, and everything's okay. But I just think that it's so good that you're taking care of your friend, and this is just so nice that you're such a good friend.
He's going to need to roll a surprise test.
Yeah, I think Leroy, I'm sorry, I'm so used to my other character. I think Pillar and Leroy have the same thought. This guy might be in trouble.
Okay. You said a surprise test?
Yeah.
Haley's still talking, by the way.
Does that mean we're all rolling surprise tests?
I'm surprised. Yeah. Rob just left.
Oh, probably pulling my taser. I don't know what Leroy is doing.
Leroy is accidentally hitting the X button on TeamSpeak.
I was surprised.
I got my 3 hits.
So he feels that like welling up in his throat because he got 5 out of the 6, and she starts spouting and gets that look that everybody else kind of is like, oh, this is the guy. All right. Yeah, no, he's getting a clinch with a sidebar of the arm underneath the chin to keep him from being able to talk.
Well, he's not surprised, so.
That's fine. Here it comes.
Isn't this the person who's supposed to be paying us?
Yeah, he's also not supposed to be mind magicking us.
There's nothing worse in the world.
We're rolling initiative.
What's the give me a Elric, give me a quick perception test.
That would be 1 hit.
Okay, well, never mind. Everything looks normal to you. Well, I mean, you just don't notice that he did anything, really. He was just talking.
Yeah, and I got 6 hits, so I wasn't compelled, so nothing seemed weird to me. Haley blurts out all kinds of stuff all the time.
The situation's too perfect.
It's all fairness. If he's a defender, I probably wouldn't have perceived magic either, so I will not do anything till Leroy does.
Payday is very concerned right now.
I mean, this guy's about to be very concerned, I think.
Okay. So, initiatives. Who's going first?
I believe I got a 16, it looks like.
Okay, you can go.
I got 5 hints to clinch this man.
All right, he manages to step out of your way.
That was a simple action, so...
Sure.
Let me see...
It's not a complex for unarmed attack?
It was a clinch, not an armed attack. Clinch is slightly different. So yeah, no, I'll just draw my Ruger and point it at him.
Okay, next. If you are before 11, or if you're before 11.
I go on 15.
Okay, go ahead.
I say, what the dreck? He's just supposed to pay us. Put the gun down.
All right. Anybody else? Who's next?
I got a 15, but I didn't win the perception check, so I don't know what's going on either. What the hell? Dude, it was just some guy named Enigma over in West Columbia.
Yeah, Poncho jumps up and, he's already on his feet, but he puts his hands up and he says, whoa, what's going on, guys? Everybody's fine here. And Icefyre, anybody go after, that was 13. Anybody on 12?
I'm on 12, but I'm surprised, so
Okay.
Haley stops talking.
I go on 13 as well. I'm just going to speak at this point. This is a pretty tense situation. I'd stand down before I start to get upset.
And Icefyre puts his hand, he kind of stepped out of the way, dodged out of the way, and he's not attacking or anything. He just puts his hands up, and he says, there's no need for violence here. I'm just trying to understand what happened to my friend. And he seems very calm and cool and collected, like basically unaffected by the situation. You know, like
Scuffle.
yeah.
That's well
Fine,
and
fine.
good. But we could have been doing this like professionals.
We got your
Yo.
friend, we got the commlink. That's the deal, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's the deal.
Yeah, man, we got this. Whatever you need, wine or whatever you want. It was some kids named the Phantom over in West Columbia, as she said, and it's some dude named Enigma. They had him in a basement. That's it.
He takes Icefyre again, takes a deep breath and looks at Leroy and says, "I'm not sure what caused your violent reaction here, but thank you." He says it almost as a question.
This was the guy that was talking when I felt that compulsion, right?
Yeah, you don't feel compelled right now. Like,
No. So yeah, no. He will continue to point the gun at him. He did also say earlier that he was new to this thing.
that was Justice Shields who said that. Yeah, to Pillar. He said, "I'm new at this sort of thing." Justice Shields, your Johnson. He's doesn't know what's going on. He's looking back and forth and.
Someone want to tell me what's going on?
I don't know, man.
You didn't feel that right
No.
before she started running her mouth?
Didn't
No, I
feel a
got
thing.
nothing.
I actually didn't because I was in the car and he can't see me.
Right.
Put the
We
gun
get
down,
paid
man.
yet?
Let's not shoot our Johnson or do anything crazy. I don't know, maybe if you're new at this, but this is not very good etiquette.
Still holding the gun. He's neither is attempting to mentally manipulate your employees to get what you want.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Nobody here felt anything.
Rob isn't seriously just screwing everything up, is he?
No. He Icefyre is smiling and he says, look, I got what I wanted. I apologize if I made you uncomfortable for asking for more than maybe you were comfortable with giving. I don't want to cause any more problems, and I can just take my friend Poncho and I can leave. I probably should have waited in the car anyway. Mr. Shields here is your employer, and I do not need to be involved any further. I apologize. He says that to Mr. Shields, or Justice Shields, and Justice shrugs like he's confused, and he, if allowed, will just walk away with Poncho.
It's all good, Mr. Fire. Happy doing business for you. You got an awesome guy there in Alpine. Best drugs. Give him our regards.
I give this guy the stink eye the entire time and do not reholster my weapon. He's lucky that I didn't get a hold on him.
Pillar will start to apologize profusely to Mr. Shields. I'm sorry, Mr. Shields. I don't. It's a new crew. You got learning curve, adjustments, personalities.
Justice Shields, he says, once they're gone around the corner, he looks really flustered, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. Gah. Well, okay. Whew. Take a deep breath. We're gonna call this just a miscommunication. We're all new to this a little bit, and you helped me out. I'm gonna be able to put this case together. Here, he pulls out the cred stick with the money on it, and he says, "Here, just take it."
Pleasure doing business with you. Call us if you have anything else done.
Eon will appear in front of him and facilitate that transaction of $1 million.
Yeah, Pillar hands him the cred stick. He's reaching up for it.
He says, "Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I will. We'll be in touch." Poncho is he's gonna be a big help. Leroy, was it? You got to work on some things. All right, you just take it easy.
He's just smoldering right now. Just.
And so he says, thank y'all for that, and I'm gonna be on my way. And bye-bye.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Indeed. The commlink. You did get rid of the commlink, right?
Consider it gone.
All right, good, because it would not be. Did you? Never mind. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Go ahead.
It would be a pleasure to dispose of that commlink on behalf of Mr. Icefyre.
He nods and says, all right, you guys did good work. You guys did good work. Oh, now that that tense situation's over, you did good work. You're early.
Oh, we're very efficient. Some good people on this team.
And he nods and he walks out to the front, and you hear him get into the car and drive off.
Payday rolls down the window at this point. If you want to make your extra nuyen with that comlink, I would consider the slight that Icefyre took out a breach of business. Do what you want with it.
What? That's not to me, never.
You wanted to sell that information, didn't you?
Oh, me? For the comic? Nah, man. That was Alpine wanted to know where Poncho is. Like, telling him Poncho's with his boss.
Oh,
Like,
fair enough.
that's much useful to it. Nah, I got no use for data. Destroy it. Keep Mr. Shields happy.
All right.
You guys did feel that, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. If there was something magical here, my brother would have got it. You're crazy.
I'm going to trust you on it.
Well, I wasn't perceiving in the astral at the moment. I'll probably plan on doing that on future meets.
Well, you could do that now, right?
Yeah.
Stick around for a while.
Leroy's gonna turn to Haley. Why'd you open your mouth?
Well, I did.
Because
I was answering his question.
I mean, I told the same stuff, man. I don't know what your problem is. Leave the girl alone.
Elric,
Yeah.
can you confirm? I mean, I'm not a magic expert by any means, but I've run with some mages. Can you feel or do whatever you do to find out if someone was doing something and that Leroy's not going nuts?
I guess I'll shift to astral perception and see if I can see any astral signatures on them that would be the result of a spell or something that might have affected them.
Give me a sensing roll.
That's 5 hits after using an edge.
All right, so out of character, I don't have the time to look this up really quickly, but do adept powers leave an astral signature?
Not sure. A sustained spell probably would, but an added power, I don't know.
We can look that up for next session. I can confirm that because I think I know the answer, but I'd want to check the book.
Is it an adept power with an activation? So I know some, like, for example, the one that enhances
Boosts.
reflexes is, yeah, like the boosts are an actual activation, which I would imagine would. If it was a passive thing, I don't know about that.
I think I know which one he used, and I think yes, but I'd really check the book to make sure.
We'll say that you can tell that there's some sort of astral presence. It's not clear what it was, but with the number of hits you got sensing the area, you definitely know that a spell was not cast. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of magic was used on you, but it wasn't a spell. Not certain what it was.
Sorry.
Did we know anything about him as far as his magical capabilities?
This is the first.
Nope, and nobody bothered to check him out while he was around. So,
But I do know one thing though. When he had that guy in the chair throwing him a beating, it definitely wasn't for questions. It was to make a point or just to torture him. If what you're saying is right, he could have pulled it out of him.
all right.
No. It depends on what the nature of the magic that he used was. And it depends on how specific it was. We just don't have enough information. What we do have is some nuyen, though, right?
We do. And
Each of you gets 2,750 new yen. You can split that up however you feel like. So,
150 each in expenses. I'll give another
Perfect.
150 to my brother.
You said 2750.
yep. You each get 5 karma.
Hooray.
Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. This show would literally not be possible without the generous support of our patrons over at Patreon. If you like the show and you want to help support it, head on over to patreon.com/complexaction. Supporting can get you access to GM notes that are dropped every month and even the ability to vote on the direction that the story will take. We just had a vote, and patrons got the opportunity to let me know what we should do for the upcoming sessions in the campaign. So that was pretty cool, and patrons got to decide. There were several NPCs and organizations which were provided by patrons of Complex Action, and those were the Dragon's Gang and their leader Icefyre, which were submitted by patron Robert McPherson. Again, if you want to help out, that's patreon.com/complexaction. The character art seen on our YouTube page and various other social media places was done by Ethan Brewerton. Check out his awesome Shadowrun artwork at esbrewerton.tumblr.com and let him know that we sent you. The background music in this episode is brought to you by Prism Shard. To hear more of his Shadowrun-inspired music, head on over to soundcloud.com/prism-shard and give him some love. The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to Complex Action to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its websites, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Complex Action in any official capacity whatsoever.